Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort in Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Do one cast today. It is Thursday the 25th, I believe, of March. They're still running 15,000 CFS. Lots of water. We got about an inch of rain today, unfortunately. More than was forecasted, I think. More than we were hoping for. So we'll see what the lake levels do. We'll keep an eye on it for you and let you know what might be happening. We were hoping for 916 feet on Table Rock tomorrow morning, but I don't think that's going to happen now. I'm going to try drifting a white 1/8 ounce jig. Phil Stone was up here the other day and he was just dragging a jig with his clients. And, you know, I'm sure that they were losing some jigs, but they were catching fish too. So I'm just going to try it. I'm right up here by Lookout Island, starting up here a little bit further up than I normally would. I kind of wanted to drift down through this spot. I've got several jigs ready to go if I break off. I've got actually a sculpin jig and a sculpin and ginger jig and another white jig. Not really any fishing reports today. Like I said, it rained most of the day and I don't think many people went out. I'm not feeling bottom, which I guess is okay. Should be down there pretty close. I am bumping my trolling motor upstream, slowing the boat down a little bit so that jig can get out. Now I'm feeling the bottom right there. So I don't want it dragging the bottom, because that, I mean, it's just a hook, a jig, all it is a hook and a weight. A lot more chance to get snagged up. And probably a lot more chance to get all mossed up. So I'll be checking it here in a minute. No more reports of shad coming through, but like I said, I really didn't talk to anybody that's fished today. I did write a fishing report for Ozark Anglers. It's on the Taneycomo forum. Ooh, that kind of felt fishy. It's, I called it kind of a tentative fishing report because the last couple of times Yes, that's a fish. The last couple of times I've written a fishing report is just before something happened, like floodgates or rain, big rain, and you know. So I wrote it thinking that here in the next couple of days the water will change a lot, will slow down a lot. Well, this is a nice rainbow. But it may not. This is a pretty rainbow. So drifting jigs works. About 17 inch, 17 and a half, big old belly on him. Her. My jig really didn't have much moss on it. That's cool. I guess this is just like drifting with a shad fly. Phil might have been using 1/8 ounce jigs. They looked small to me when I went by him. So I was guessing they're a little lighter, but I'm using an 1/8 ounce and I'm not really bumping the bottom like I thought I would. I don't know if jiggling it makes any difference. It's hard for me not to move a jig, just out of habit. Bottom. I know a lot of the guides have been coming up here and drifting scuds down this stretch and doing really good. I'm bumping bottom pretty good. I don't know if we got enough rain to mess up the creeks. It was actually a very slow rain. So the creeks might be up a little bit, but I don't think they're going to get muddy. That has been kind of a salvation for a lot of guys that don't like to get out and drift in this fast current. But I did hear Jeremy Resnick said that the Shepherd Hills hatchery they were gonna stock some rainbows today and tomorrow. So, and I assume those rainbows are going to be stocked in the Branson area. So a lot of those fish might just go right up in Rourke Creek. and Turkey Creek and Coon Creek. That's if they stock out of the boat. Now if they just pull up to a boat ramp and stock like at Cooper Creek or even down at the ramp there where they park that stocking boat, which is about 3/4 of a mile below the Branson Landing on the west side, on the Branson side. It's one of the last docks down there. It's by the water treatment plant. It's got a boat ramp right below the dock. If you see it, if you go down there, you might fish around there just to see if they dumped a bunch of fish there. That kind of feels like it's got some moss on it. Yep. Okay, I'm going to throw out to the side instead of back behind the boat. This is how I normally work a jig up below the dam, just in open water. As you throw out to the side, you kind of let it go to the bottom. When you kind of feel it bumping, you start to work it back real slow. Has either a good bump or is a bite. Guess Blake went walleye fishing last night. He went down below Power Site with a friend, and I think they caught three walleye. I guess the white bass have been running up in Swan Creek and Beaver Creek. Those are tributaries down on Bull Shoals. And there's been a few of them below Power Site Dam. But this is the time they usually do really good on walleye below Power Site, especially with this much water running. Sounds like it's a good white bass year. Just about down to the narrows. I'm going to pick up and I'm going to run down below Fall Creek here in a second. Dwayne said that I ought to try the bank that they fished last night. He feels like that there's some good fish to be caught right up against the bank down there on that shallow, that inside bend. So I'm going to go down there and just try a little bit of that. This will be my last cast. And I'd like fish on the last cast. Up here at least. Boy, he was right on top of the bar. I'd like to hear that. White jig's doing pretty good. 2 fish on a drift, that's not bad for right now. See if I can get a look at him. Oh, he's about the same size as the other, maybe an inch bigger. He might even be fatter, if that's possible. No, he's not an inch bigger. I think he is fatter. Look how fat he is. Beautiful fish. Golly. We are so stinking spoiled. Got him right in the tough part of the mouth. I mean, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna run down and run that bank. I don't know if I can do any better than that, but we're gonna try. Somebody's barbecuing. Smells good. Okay. Right on this bank. Oh, this is not the right rod. Picked up the wrong one. There we go. There is some structure right in here. I think I'm going to miss it. It's right there. I gotta avoid these docks too. Where it's pretty handy to have a strong trolling motor. They're going to be pretty short drifts. The idea is these fish are in close to the bank. There's plenty of food up there for them, and they're out of the fast current. There are plenty of fish out in the current, you know, sitting on the bottom. There is a draft. The current is slower right on the bottom of the lake. That's why they can sit out there in open water. In the current. These fish are built for current. Oh, there's a bump. Doggone it. Must just grab the tail. See if you hit it again. Maybe that's not a fish. That might be a piece of wood or something. It's the exact same place. I don't know. Kind of felt like wood that time. One more cast and I gotta go around the dock. That's fish. About the same place. He's not real big, but in this current, it makes him a little bigger. It's pretty. I gotta do this one more time. Okay. Dwayne was talking about these eddies right along this bank. This is a really good eddy right here. Oh, that was a fish. This is fun. Of course, I'm really on my trolling motor a lot, slowing the boat down so I can fish this slower water in front of me. If I didn't, I'd be flying down this bank, not able to really get any kind of decent cast in here. Now when I get down below this next dock, I'm going to grab my the sculpin and ginger jig, try it. They just might like it better. This is sculpin ginger with a brown head. There are a lot of sticks on this bank right here, so it's a really good chance I'm gonna probably lose a jig or two. Oh, that was a tap. I'm coming down to a really good eddy. It's like a kind of a point or a shelf with some logs on it, and it's really slowed down the water below it. Created a little bit slower pockets. Maybe there's some fish in there. Ooh, I just threw right in some logs. You're lucky. Ooh, did it again. Slow myself down and fish this water right here. It's really slowed down right in front of this dock. Yep. Felt like that there's going to be a fish there. This house was flooded 5 years ago, and it's never been touched. Some guys came in and rebuilt the dock and did a bunch of dirt work around, but I'm still not sure, convinced that they're going to fix that house up. The rainbow. If you could buy that land cheap, I'd clear the house and put you a nice RV pad there, and you got you a nice dock. Have a little lake spot. One more cast in this spot. Getting a little close to the dock. I better just swing out of here. I really likes the look of this water. Oh, I just missed one. Had him on for a second. I even saw him flash. Oh, that sun's gonna mess up my video. There's bottom. I'm gonna have to do this a little different. Not going to be able to hold myself quite as well in the current. I'll point the boat in towards the bank and keep you from looking at that sun. It's not too bad right at the moment. I get on Blake for doing that, pointing that video at the sun. Hi.
I'm amazed by how you control your boat. Is that rudder up here help?
Yeah, this trolling motor.
Is that it?
Yeah, control it with my foot.
Now I understand you're talking to the dog.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I just missed one. Okay, I'm gonna hit between these docks and then I'm gonna call it quits. Okay. I think that's enough. Not bad. I like working these banks. It's kind of technical and you got to do a lot of adjusting on your trolling motor and throw in the right place, so it was fun. Thanks for watching. We'll try it again tomorrow.